Hey guys! Today I'm gonna be doing a video talking about how I organize my planner, because this was requested so many times. Every time I show my planner in my vlogs, you guys are very curious how I organize it and how I plan things. So I decided to put it in a separate video, and sorry it took me so long to make this one. I've been meaning to do it, but I've been putting it off because I feel like my planner isn't like really that aesthetically pleasing, if you know what I mean. Like, there are so many videos out there showing you how to organize your planner. They have perfect handwriting and perfect illustrations with drawings and everything, and there are like so many bullet journal videos, and I watch them and they're like, wow, how can someone do that? That's never gonna happen to me, because like for me, writing a planner is just for practical reasons. I mean, I would really like to make it pretty and very organized and all. I would really love to, but I'm really not that much into like decorating my planner and making it perfect. If I could, I would, but I'm not that person. So every time I watch those kind of videos, I'm like, they want to see how I organize it. But I mean, there are so many other videos out there that shows you how they can make their planner like the perfect planner on earth. I was a little embarrassed by my planner, but I decided to just show it anyway. I mean, I was waiting for that perfect time for me to actually show my planner, because I thought if I wait a little bit, I would make it a little bit more presentable. But in the end, I noticed that is never gonna happen. My planner is just my planner, and it's just gonna be the same. So I'm just gonna show it to you guys. Yeah, for a heads up, my planner is so not perfect. If you're someone who are looking for a video that shows like perfect handwriting and stuff, this is not what you're looking for. This is my planner. This is the 2017 Starbucks planner, and I don't know if other countries sell this or not at their own Starbucks, but in Korea they do it like every end of the year for Christmas, and if you get like certain amount of drinks, you can get it for free, or you can just buy it. And I think I got it for free because I went to Starbucks so many times. I mean, yeah, this is the planner, and it is this bright red color. It has this strap right here. So first of all, I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like. So when you open it up, there is this first page where you can write your personal information, but I haven't filled it out yet. And then at the back, there's this calendars. Each calendar looks like this, and this is the December one. And when you turn it over, there's this weekly planner and this space where you can write anything. It goes on like that. And then after all the monthly ones are over, we have this page. And then later on, we have this one. And we have these little cards that you can pull it out and use. And yeah, oh, these are gift tags. And we have postcards that you can also use. I didn't know there were postcards. And then this is the end. So now I'm going to show you guys how I organize my planner and how I write things. Before we go in depth with my planner, I want you guys to know that I'm a person who only writes most important stuff in my planner. I don't write my daily diary or anything that is not related to the things that I have to do that day. So this year, my top priorities are about 3 things. First is the KMLE, which is the Korean Medical Licensing Exam that is coming up this winter. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a senior medical student in Korea. So I'm currently studying and preparing for that specific test. And my second priority is my health. So I have to exercise almost every day in order for me to be healthy, because I sit down and study every single day. My back starts to hurt if I don't work out. So working out is part of my daily routine, but I have to really make myself do it, because if I don't, I kind of forget it. So that is my second priority. And my third priority would be my school related stuff. I'm doing my clinical rotations at my school's hospital. These 3 are the main things that I'm studying for and working looking for. So monthly wise, sometimes I do use it very usefully like this. Sometimes I barely use it. And right now, which is June, I don't think I'm using it that much. But let's look at the month that I used a lot. So on the month of February, I just wrote down the pages that I studied. So for instance, Hoki is respiratory internal medicine. So I've studied 1 to 90 page in that specific day. And then next day I studied from 91 to 150 and 151 to 185, like so. And then I started working on gastrointestinal. So I did 42 pages. And then the next day I did this much, this much, this much. So it just depends on my mood whether or not I want to use the monthly page. And let's go move on to weekly. So we're gonna look at the month of April, for instance. So at the top part, this is where I write my goal for that week. And I told you guys I only write most essential stuff. So first of all is the KMLE goal, and then CPX, which is clinical presentation skills, and then exercising. I wrote that I'm gonna exercise once in 2 days. So these are my 3 main goals for this specific week. I always write my goal for that week. And starting off from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, you can see that they have a specific pattern. And here you can also see that there's KMLE, CPX, and exercising. So for each day, I categorize them into 3 goals and I write down what I did for that day. During vacations, when I have a lot of time to study and when I can use my free time freely, I usually set a goal right here and then try to achieve that. But during school times like right now, I don't really have free time every single day, and I don't know whether I'm gonna have a lot of free time or no free time at all for that day, depending on my rotation. So what I decided to do is I decided to just write it after I finish the task for that day. Because if I write goals and if I can't achieve it, I feel very discouraged. So for school days, I try to write my goal right here, and I try to remind myself to do stuff that is on my goal for that week. But for each day, I write down how much I did after I finished studying. So in here, I wrote that I did general surgery 324 to 382 page, and I studied for 2 hours and 52 minutes. And sometimes I write my study time and sometimes I don't. And I also reminded myself to finish a report that I have to turn in. And then next day, I'm doing the same thing, KMLE, studying CPX. And this time I studied internal medicine, and then for exercising I did it at night, and the day before I did it in the morning. And I also studied 1 CPX before I went to bed, and this time I set a goal to do it before I went to bed, but I didn't. It just depends on my mood how I plan things. The next day I wrote KMLE. This means rest, so I decided to rest and not did these 2. And then next day, it just goes on the same way. It's the same pattern. And every week, my plan looks a little bit different, but it's basically this format. This is another week in May, and it looks quite similar. This has the KMLE and the CPX and exercising. So I did this much and I did this much. Yeah. This is how it looks like. It changes every single time. So yeah, that is how I plan with my planner, and that is how I write things. You guys were really curious about it, so this is it. This is really it. There's not really a special formula. I just write down the things that I have to do, and I try to organize things as I go along. So I'm not really that into planning, but I do use my planner every single week to keep track of how I'm doing study-wise and exercising-wise. That is it. Oh, and I also use a lot of Post-its. Sometimes when I have so many things to do, I try to write it down in Post-its and stick it in front of my desk and try to finish it that day, because that really reminds me to finish them on time. I really hope somehow this video helped you out, and if you are someone who are struggling to write the perfect study planner, you don't really have to be perfect. Just write down some of the things that you must do and try to at least finish those on time. And that will help you keep in track. So I really hope this video helped you. And if you have any other video requests, let me know in the comments down below. Like this video if you liked it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys! Oh, and this is my new pajama, guys. It's so airy and so cooling. I love it. So I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye!